Hey guys, and welcome to game number 19 out of 100 of my redemption series against the AI-powered Scrabble BestBot. Now, before I jump into the game, I do want to mention that when this game goes live, I will be actively participating in the Scrabble Players Championship, so please bear with me if I take a couple of days to respond to comments. I will absolutely get to them, and can't wait to hear what you guys have to say about this game, but it might just take me a little while as I am busy competing and hopefully winning at my tournament games. In any case, opening rack here is not great. I guess I'll play Elope. Keeps OE. It's not amazing, but it's still 16 points. I think it's better than trading, because the thing is, like, if I trade, what am I even going to keep? EP, ELP? These leaves just aren't that good anyway, so I think I might as well just take the 16 points. EO isn't that bad. So, alright, let's do it. I guess, does it really matter where I play it? I'll probably play it here, because the P is a little bit tougher to double through. Either way, I put an E in the 8 row, so that kind of is a wash. So let's play it over here. I think that's fine. Don't love my draw here. Guess I'll try to play Ovum, perhaps, on my next turn. And the bot bingos right away with Gatefold. So not the draw, or not the start I wanted, I should say. Not the draw I wanted either, though. Huh. Mauve through the A, keeping EOT? It's not horrible. Definitely gotta get rid of some of this stuff. Maybe Ovum over here? Keeps the board a little more open. Keeps the floaters more open on the left. Takes out the gatefold hook, but I'm not too concerned. I still have Eloped, Eloper, all kinds of hooks over there. The board is, I don't think, getting shut down anytime too soon. Yeah, probably Mauve is worse for the board for me than Ovum. Now, Ovum does not take an S, but I think this is still probably fine. Score-wise, they're about the same. Mauve is one fewer. You can also make underlaps like Vote, which score a couple more, but keep the U, which I'm not a big fan of, so probably would prefer Ovum or Mauve here. I don't have a huge preference, I don't think, but like I said, Ovum does leave open more floaters, and I am at an early deficit, so I think let's do it. Hope for a better draw. Yeah, this is the one thing. I guess I do run the risk of getting too many E's, because I did keep 2 of them. Fortunately, this is a more promising rack, but I don't believe I have a playable bingo here. If I had played Mauve, I'm not actually sure I would have had anything either, because I would have had Deeiort. I guess I would have had Loitered. Maybe. No. Well, I would have had Dolorate through the L and Gatefold, actually, with 4 overlaps, but, you know, can't dwell on that. Hard to know that would have happened. Anyway, probably timed or something here? It's 37. Oh, you know what I could do? I could also play retimed. That's a little risky. It's 43. That's definitely better, though, just because it scores 6 more. It's also Dimeter for 41. So this one puts an R in the triple line. I think I like retimed better, though. It'll keep the top right of the board more open in the long run. I do run a little bit of a risk of a big play with a J or a Z through that E, but I think it's got to be worth it over timed. I mean, it's a better leave as opposed to keeping 2 Rs. 6 more points, more turnover. There's 2 blanks and 4 S's left. I think it's got to be better, despite the risk. I mean, there's no guarantee the bot's going to have something big there. I feel like this is a better play. So I'm going to do it. Hopefully not get hammered too badly. Still a little Val heavy here. Beautier is unfortunately not good. Buter and Beauties, but not Beautier. So no playable bingos here. We'll probably try to play Bow, something similar to clean up this rack, but we'll see what the bot does. I guess Bow over here, if nothing else. Scores 27, keeps a little bit of a Val-heavy leave, but at least blocks that spot. Do I have double doubles through the T? No, I don't think so. The only 7 I actually see is Buter. So I don't think that's going to work. Anything through the G? Auberger, that doesn't really do anything, though. It only scores 14 points. I have to imagine, yeah, I had to imagine we're going to see a play there from the bot, and we do indeed. So that makes it a little bit tougher for me, because now my play of Bow no longer works. I got to come up with something else. So one option could be Tube. It's only 14, which isn't amazing, but it does keep a nice lead. It also blocks Eloper, so I don't really like what it does to the board. What other options do I have, perhaps? How about something through this L? That's not particularly good, but it feels like there should be something decent here. I mean, there's Bile for 21. Sleeve is not great, though, with the U. Does keep Eloper open, which is nice. Yeah, Tube is terrible for the board if I'm trying to keep it open. That's the one problem. Huh. I don't think I'm missing anything too stellar through the L. It's tough to get rid of the U there. I'd probably have to put it here. Or here, I guess. Yeah, maybe I can do something here. No, I don't think so. Okay. So, yeah, Tube, I guess. I mean, I still have lines, right? Like, it's not... I have this E down here, potentially. I can bingo next to Elope. I have the L on the right. I mean, it's bad for the board, but the board isn't dying immediately. I'm not down a huge amount. So I don't think that's horrible. Do I have anything through this T, though, that just opens the top left a little bit better? I don't want to sacrifice too much equity. Like, I don't want to do this and keep 3 vowels, I don't think. I feel like that's just too big a concession on bingo percentage. Huh. Yeah, Tube is so unsatisfying as a play. I mean, unless I decide to just play Bile, but I don't want to keep AEUR. It really doesn't seem like a winning hand. This is a very, very tough turn. Probably the toughest turn of the game so far. Could play Buter, but I don't really want to just keep an I either and completely destroy my rack. Alright, yeah, I think I might regret it, but I'm going to go ahead and play Tube. I still don't think I have a bingo here. See, I'm at least glad I didn't keep another vowel. I would have ended up with 5 again, most likely. Yeah, I don't think I have anything through the G or the L, which would be my most likely bingo line. It's definitely no 7s. Almost anhedonia through the DO. If I had another N, actually, instead of my R, that would be pretty cool. But no such luck. So probably going to try to play something like this. Score pretty well. Keeps the IN for this ING line to the G and gatefold too, which is nice, because that's not that likely to get blocked, I think, relative to some other lines. Bugbane, okay. I'm actually not that unhappy to see that, because it really protects that G. It makes it much harder for the bot to block the G, and holding the IN, I think I have a good chance to hit something. So I'm probably just going to play Ah here now. Or maybe do I play Ha to avoid creating the SO? No, I think I want the volatility. Like, I know there's 4 S's left, but I want the bot to have to worry about that and leave me the other lines to work with. I think this is better. It also stops X bombs, potentially, that the bot has the edge at getting after turning over 5 tiles. So I think this is in my best interest at this point. I'm down 58. Scores reasonably well. I should bingo pretty often between the G, 7s down columns G and I, and the L on the right, I have to imagine. So hopefully I can connect. Alright, that'll do. That will definitely do. Should have... There's got to be something through the L. I may have a nearing to the G. Airplane, inerrable. Tell me there's nothing... Oh, geranial. Okay, yeah, like, there had to be something to the L, I figured. That's 74. It does open a big X spot. Nothing with Oz. There are no 7s in R sign plus an A. That's a pretty well-known rack. Anything down from this L would be a bit safer defensively. Let's just finish going through the alphabet while we're waiting for the bot. So we're on G, H, I, J, K, L, M? No. And, oh, yeah, P is airplane, U, R, S, T, Valerian with a V. But that doesn't get to a triple. Alright, yeah, I think geranial is where it's going to be at if it stays open. Like I said, if not, a nearing to the G looks like the option. That also has its drawbacks defensively. It opens a big Z spot as well as this I here. So both of my bingos that I'm considering do have risk. Alright, I'm not that unhappy to see that, because now at least the bot has to spend its S. I think I'm going to play geranial. It's more points. I mean, I just don't see a good reason not to take the 4 points here. Like, both of my options have their defensive liabilities. The board is plenty open either way for future bingos. I mean, I'm still at a disadvantage. I'll be up 14, but it's a wide open board. The bot has tempo, so I'm definitely still at a disadvantage. Not a huge disadvantage, but definitely a disadvantage, so I think this is fine. Hope I get a good draw. Okay, I've seen worse. Definitely seen worse. Izar, if I have a good spot for it, but we'll see. Hopefully the bot doesn't hammer me with the X. Ah, dang. Of course the bot had the X. That's frustrating. But what are you going to do? Alright, Izar Zaire, maybe? I guess I could play Zaire here. It's not horrible. 28 keeps EIR. Looks decent. Oh, Zaire here is more, though. Yeah, that actually looks great. 34 points. Board is... I mean, I still have the I column. And I'm keeping the score pretty close, so I don't think the bot can start locking the board down and sacrificing tons of points to do it. I mean, I'm only going to be down, like, what, 13 after this play? That's not that much. The bot isn't going to be able to start just playing for 12 and blocking, because it'll risk getting outrun. So I think this looks fine. Yeah, I mean, the EIR is a great lead, pretty constant heavy pool, so the 2 vowels, 1 consonant works well. As long as I'm not missing something, this looks pretty solid. Let's go ahead and do it. I like that. Egregious. Disconnected 9. No, never mind. It doesn't work. That's not how you spell egregious. That would be an egregious mistake to play egregious like that. It's I-O-U-S, not I-U-O-S. That's funny. Maybe there is something else, though, that is valid. I mean, I can obviously bingo down the I column with a plethora of things, like soirees, but that only scores 60. That's not particularly exciting. Is there something to the O-N? Oleoresin? No. That would need to end in I-N. Re-erosion. That's not a word. I actually have plays through the Z, too. Here's a fun one. I have Cyrosum with a blank M. Puts an S in the triple line, which is not ideal. There's also Eretizes, which puts an E there, which is also not great. Alright, Twinge comes down. Well, that should simplify my decision, because now I can just bingo on top. I guess Soirees there is probably as good as it's going to get. Let me just make sure I don't have anything, like... Here, I doubt it. Shouldn't take me very long to just go through all of them here. A, B, C, D, Oreides, Ozierd, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M. No, there's actually not that many 7s here. N, O, P, Q, R, S is Soirees, T is nothing. Erosive. Yeah, there's actually not nearly as many 7s as you might think there are here, I don't think. I might have glossed over a couple, but I don't really think so. Alright, yeah, Soirees it is. I mean, it's 81 points. That has to be best. It's actually a good draw. I mean, nice and flexible. Not going to bingo. Whoa. Lankiness disconnected for 64 by BestBot. Goodness gracious. I did not expect that. And the bot retakes the lead. Up by 20. And now, what do I want to do? Good news is I have time. I've been playing pretty quickly, so that's good. The pool is a bit clunky. J, V, Y, 3 O's, just 1 E. I feel like my rack is better than the average rack in the pool. How do I mean, I guess I could just, like, stall and do this, tie game, and figure maybe I'll have the more flexible rack and I can outmaneuver, but I am down a tempo still. I don't hate that idea. Let's see what else there is. Anything under Soirees? I need to put an I or an O under the S. I don't really think so. I'm not actually dying to play a lot of tiles here, because like I said, I feel like my rack is actually not bad. Does anything here make sense? I don't think wit is a good play. It doesn't really help me. It doesn't set myself up for anything. What if I try to set up like bow or boy? I don't even know what I'm going to do though. Yeah, and there's too many tiles on the scene. There's another Y, there's a P, a D. I don't think that works. I could try to set up buy, but it's not even like that big a play. I don't think that makes sense. I'd love to keep my E with only 1 E left. That seems like a very good tile to have. I mean, honestly, I don't hate Yo. there aren't a ton of scoring options on this board, and I think if I have a better rack and I can maybe try to catch the bot with some clunky stuff, I might be able to just, like I said, not so much outscore it, but like outmaneuver it in the endgame and catch it with stuff. I don't know. Like I said, I don't see a way to score more, and I don't think turning over tiles is really in my best interest. There's nothing great. There's no S's, no blanks. I don't think the J is a particularly good tile here. In fact, it's probably a bad tile. Like, there are just more bad tiles than good tiles. Like, I always talk about turnover, and it's usually a good thing, but sometimes it can be a bad thing. Like, there's, like I said, early in the game when there's S's and blanks, it's typically a good thing. But yeah, here, I mean, I don't really want to make a play like Yao's. I mean, that also gets rid of my E, and I think keeping one of the Y and W is nice for scoring, too. So yeah, I'm honestly leaning towards just dropping Ya for 20. I mean, it's not an exciting play, but I mean, I don't hate my position after it. Right is not a terrible leave. Let's do it. See what happens. And the bot plays Cotton, leaving 3 in the bag. So, alright, I'm down 16. So, I mean, I don't think I really want to do something like Jetty. I have 6 tiles, keeping IRW. That feels awkward. I'm giving the bot that E to work with in a great spot, too. That's going to really help it go out in 2. And with 6 tiles, including WIR, I don't see myself going out. So I don't really like that. There's no A for Jetway. Jittery doesn't fit. What if I don't empty the bag? What if I just play Jin? 2-point lead. I mean, this is a pretty good rack, though. It's fairly flexible. The bot might be able to go out in 2, but it could be tough depending on what it has. And if it tries to play on the bottom left, like under Bugbane, it probably gives me a decent scoring play. I think this looks reasonable. I mean, if I'm going to empty the bag, I think I need to give myself a very good chance to go out next turn. And I just don't see how to do that. I mean, I don't want to play Joy or Chow, I don't think. Give back a lot of underlaps with J-O, like Vote. That seems terrible. Can't really score through the C. I mean, yeah, Jin. I definitely want to dispose of the J. It's not an asset here. It's definitely a liability. It's just going to be hard to play, and it's not a great scoring tile on this board. There's Jeton, but that's way worse. That empties the bag, too. Yeah, I think I gotta play Jin. Leave one in the bag. Leave at least some uncertainty for the bot. I think that's fine. I mean, I don't love my chances, but I think I have some. So, see what happens. Oh, I didn't want that V. That was not good. We'll see what it does. But yeah, that V is going to make it pretty tough, I think. Yeah, drawing the J and the V towards the end. I tried to avoid it, too. It's annoying. Like, I purposely tried to play Yo. Just play 2 tiles to avoid it, and I still got all of them. So, it's a bit of a bad break, but it happens. So, we'll see what the bot does. I mean, depending on where it goes, if it doesn't have 2 outplays, I might still be able to do something, but we'll see. Yeah, I mean, I could see a play like Opiums to the S and Lankiness come down, which would give me Viewy for 30. Does the bot win after that? It's close. 14, so Opiums goes up. It would be a nail biter after Opiums. But I have no idea if that's what the bot is going to play, obviously. So, Opiums is 14. Minus 12 for me. Viewy, 28. Plus 16. The bot's going to get 6. Yeah, I can go out for more than 10. Can play Gore for the G and E. I think bot wins by 4 after Opiums, if my math is right. But again, we don't even know if it has Opiums, right? It might not have the P or the M. I'm just thinking, like, what's something it might play here, depending on what it has. I'm not sure. I guess there's Odiums also potentially, which should also win for the bot. I think if the bot has 2 outs, it's gonna win. It's just, again, that's the great thing about leaving 1 in the bag. It introduces a lot of uncertainty for the bot, and it's going to be hard for it to make a play that guarantees it an out. Now, unfortunately, most of the bot's plays probably are going to win in like all cases other than when it draws the V, and it's going to have to make one of those plays, and I have the V, so that kind of sucks. Like, I guess if the bot, maybe if it decides to just score with like Palm on the bottom left, I can win, because I don't think DIORU is going out. Then I'm down 24, and it's just going to be tough for me to unload all this. Like, I don't have any great plays right now. That's also part of the problem. Because of this stupid V. Yeah, I really needed to not draw this V. That might be what does mean. Okay, yeah, Poi and Tiz for 30. I'm feeling like I'm going to be losing. 28 points to make up. DMOUR. I don't know. I mean, yeah, the bot has Dom under the BU and Bugbane. It can play Odd to the D and Sand, overlapping Jin. I can't stop both of those. They both score well. I just would be shocked if I can win this. Bevy? Bevy might not be horrible. I'm threatening white. And the bot can just play Mai. That's the problem. And then what do I guess I can play Trews, TREWS. That would make it close, right? So Bevy is 24, minus 4. Mai is 21. Is Mai even the bot's best play, though? Maybe it should block Trews first. But then I play white, so that gets sketchy. So let's just say it plays Mai first. So minus 4, minus 21 is minus 25. Yeah, that just wins for the bot, because Trews is 12. I get 8. Yeah, the bot wins by 5. Dang it. That's probably the best I can do. I mean, I just am not seeing anything else. Bevy scores pretty well. Wise? What am I even doing with Vert? Verts first, setting up Y and E Verts? There's no way that's enough. I mean, I'm still down 19. Yeah, the bot plays Dom for like 24. I'm down 43 points. It's nowhere near enough. Yeah, I mean, Bevy at least blocks Dom, which is nice. I just have a hard time imagining I have a better play than Bevy here, guys. I really do. Anything to this ON? Yeah, I really don't think so. I really, really just don't think it's possible, unfortunately. Like, I know I have more time, but there's just nothing else. I mean, like, wet saving very... It's just very hard for me to play a lot of tiles on this board and score. Yeah, I can't win this. There's just no way. Oh, odd is better? Okay. Really? I guess it's more points than mine. Am I better off still going out than playing white? I guess I'm still better off just going out, huh? So Trews is 12, plus I get 10, 22, so I lose by 7 if I go out. Okay, and then if I play white, 33, I go up 4 for now. Then Rums is 9, minus 5, and then minus 7, of course. So I think it's the same, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just take another 15 seconds and make sure there's no out I'm missing somehow for more, like to play Wort. I just don't think so, though. No. There's no way. I just don't think so. So I'll just go out. Damn. Good game, though. 7-point loss, 396, 403. Yeah, tough one. I actually got both blanks there, but yeah, the bot just couldn't quite. I think Yo was a good idea. If I didn't draw the J, the V, and the other Y at the end, I think I would have maybe been able to win, but just all of those tiles did me in, I think. That was a really interesting game, though. Let's take a look. Yeah, Elope looks fine. Fortunately, I gave the bot an O it needed for bingo. Yeah, between Ovum and Mauve here, like I said, Ovum keeps the board a little bit more open, so at an early deficit, I'm good with it. Bot plays Quay. Yeah, Qualia definitely doesn't seem right here. Quay keeps a much more balanced lead and doesn't throw it open. Retimed looks good. Bot passing up a light. Yeah, take out the spot with a Z and a J and an excellent scene. Definitely could see that. Likes Bile on equity. A Beal, which I missed. Oof, IRU is pretty bad. There's Ilya, keeping BERU. Yeah, there's just no good plays here. I mean, I saw all of these. I didn't like Butte. Maybe, yeah, I don't want to keep 3 vowels. Arbute, maybe? Gives back a big X spot. There's just nothing great here. I mean, like I said, there's still plenty of space on this board. I don't think this is horrible. It honestly worked out okay. Yeah, all looks pretty good. Bot blocks down there, okay. Geranial. Yeah, so far I'm actually playing well. Unfortunately, I gave back Fox. That really hurt. Zaire has to be right. Twinge over Swinge. Is there a lot of value to keeping both S's here? I guess there are 3 T's left, so maybe getting rid of the T makes some sense. It's close. I mean, I could see either way. ST probably bingos more often, but there could be some recursive value to keeping both S's and allow you to clean up your rack while still keeping one. So, seems reasonable. Yeah, this was a good draw for me. I did have a number of good draws this game, and this is just crazy. Lankiness, disconnected 9. So yeah, what am I supposed to do here? Maybe Yao. I didn't actually consider Yao. I wonder if that's better. Or this. I really don't think I should get rid of my E, though. The E seems super valuable with just 1 left in that pool. Also, Wiley, maybe? Ewis? I guess there are a number of plays here I didn't consider. There's nothing great. And then, yeah, Yo. I mean, yeah, maybe, I guess maybe the W is pretty bad here. I mean, I guess it did sort of get in my way at the end a little bit. I figured it was not bad to keep 1 scoring tile, and I mean, I drew JY. That's a pretty bad draw out of that pool, honestly. Like, I still figured playing fewer tiles was not a bad thing, and this doesn't give anything back. Like, Yao could potentially give... He doesn't give back a ton under there, but could give back some stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Yao is just a little bit better to get rid of the W? This is a tough call. I still honestly don't think Yo is a terrible play. There's just no good options here. And I mean, it's a tie game. I am down a tempo, but if I can avoid the stuff I ended up drawing, like I said, I only lost by 7, and I had some pretty bad draws. Like, if I had drawn a little bit better, I think I could have won this game. Wow, so what did the bot play Cotton here? Huh, instead of like, yeah, not top. I mean, yeah, I guess that gives back some cheap plays down there. I think the bot probably just really wanted to get rid of the C. The C is actually a bad tile here because normally on wide open boards, the C is good for bingoing, but on closed boards like this, the C is actually pretty bad because you can't overlap with it easily, with no 2s being good with the C. Post dock is cool here, keeping dot. That gives back a lot of easy plays like Joy that the bot play doesn't want to allow. Yeah, Cotton here instead of here too, huh? Because this feels like it gives back a lot less. The bot played this pretty quickly, too, right? Yeah, I mean, it played it in like 13 seconds. Why did it like Cotton here so definitively? I mean, it doesn't look like a bad play, but, I mean, why is that better? I get why it's better than this. Yeah, I mean, this just gives back easy counterplay on the top right, or top left. Like, I get that. Co-opt feels decent. It leaves 2 in the... I also feel like leaving 2 in the bag is a little better than leaving 3 in the bag. But it's probably good to keep an O there in case you draw the J, because the O is such a good tile to help value out of the J. You save stuff like Jot. So, like, that's probably why the bot wanted to save an O. I mean, you can probably infer that I didn't have the J after Yo. I would have played Joy. So that means the bot is relatively unlikely to get the J. So, or relatively likely to get the J, I should say, actually, is what I meant to say. Of course, it turns out I had it, but the bot can't know that. So maybe postdoc doesn't really set yourself up for anything. Like, jot doesn't fit there. I mean, just JO, I guess? Huh. Yeah, I don't love these. I guess if you're going to go here, definitely caught. Just to minimize overlaps. You still give stuff back like CWM. And then the thing is, too, if you leaving 4 in the bag is not great, because then I can play like 2 or 3 easily and still leave a tile in the bag. Like, I feel like 2 is the ideal number to leave, but you maybe don't want to play co-opt and get rid of both of your O's. That's the thing. Tough position. Yeah, I mean, this DOP is a pretty good leave, honestly, for that pool. 3 in the bag is still better than 4. So, yeah, it's a really tough turn for the bot. Like, I feel like I would have played co-opt if I were in this position, but I see why I played COD. Yeah, really tough turn there, guys. I don't know. And how about here? I mean, I still don't think I can empty the bag. I mean, I feel like I would lose most often here. Because again, so I'll be up 14, but the bot's going to know exactly what I have, and I'm going to have 6 tiles. Where am I playing 6 tiles at once on this board? I feel like the bot can just play a 5 or a 6 through this E, keep 2 or 3 tiles, take a lead, and then go out and win. Like, I really don't think I'm winning after Jetty, unless the bot drew like VUOO or something. Like, I'm going to need a lot of luck to win after Jetty. Whereas I think after Jin, especially if I can avoid that V, like the V I think really hurt me. If the bot has to deal with the V and doesn't have Vim or something, then I think I have a pretty decent chance. Because it could be tough for the bot to go out in 2 effectively. Yeah, Jedon is terrible, because like, if I'm going to empty the bag, like, emptying the bag is bad, so I need to have a good reason to, and I don't want to keep the J. Like, I just don't know, that's terrible, right? I mean, actually it doesn't give back a ton. But it doesn't really help me. Like, I mean, well, maybe it does, because I could draw Joy. Huh. Because there's actually, like, nothing really the bot can have. I mean, Joe or Je, but that would force it to get rid of its E. Wow, this maybe actually isn't that bad, because I could draw Zhao or Joy. I mean, the problem is that even going to be enough to outrun, because I'm going to get caught with a lot. Like, so 28, if I go up 12, Zhao or Joy, another 39, put me up 50. So, bot would probably need to go out for 35 and 2, something, if that even, depending on what I draw. Yeah, it's going to be close. It's actually a fascinating idea. It's such a hard play to pull the trigger on in the real game. But yeah, I mean, with 2 O's, I have a decent chance of hitting Zhao or Joy. Like I said, I just worry that even that might not be enough, because the bot should be able to go out in 2, and then it's going to catch me with whatever I don't play of the W and the Y, plus everything else. I still think Jin is fine. I mean, it's basically a tie game. There's 1 in the bag. If the bot can't go out in 2, especially like if I can avoid the V and the bot draws the V, I think I'm winning often. Like, I don't know. So you have Poi here. Like, I have to imagine, right, after this, if the bot drew the V, I probably am winning this game, right? I mean, I would imagine. It's still not trivial being down 28. I mean, the bot has DOMUV. That's bad. We play like Ovum from the Owen Soirees. But, I mean, I should be able to do something, right? I would imagine. I mean, even just like Brew. No, I guess that gives back Mo, huh? That would be a much tougher endgame than the one I ended up having. Maybe I'm not winning then. Huh. Yeah, that's interesting. Maybe even if the bot gets the V, maybe I just can't score enough. I don't know. I'm not going to spend 10 minutes trying to figure it out now, but I might actually be losing that endgame anyway. In any case, yeah, Poi looks like a good play here. Although Musoid looks strong. Oh, see here, though. Okay, because now if the bot draws the V, I think it's stuck. Because with VOP, even with the O, I don't believe if the bot draws the V here, it can play it. So that might be why it played Poi instead of Musoid. Oh, no, actually it can play Vid still. You can still play Vid. But then maybe I play Emery. That might be the problem. I play Emery. and then I can possibly outscore it or something. Or I just block vid. Yeah, I can probably, because, okay, other than vid, VOP, I think it's stuck if I block vid. So I just drop a tile there, and then I can one tile it and win. Okay. But after poi, I can't stick it, because it's got ovum up here too. And I could block ovum, and I probably would, but maybe I can't score enough while doing that, because I can't really score anything while blocking ovum. And then it might have to play vid. But then it still has DOUM, which is going to go out with dooms. So I probably just can't, like, go out in 2 and block this effectively. EERRTWY would be on my rack. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I'm not going to spend a long time going through it. It's a tough position, but I think the reason must be for poi over musoid, because musoid obviously goes out with a lot more draws. I mean, I think anything other than a V should give the bot multiple outs with this, probably, or at least one out for sure to this S that I have to deal with, and just more flexibility in general. So it must just be that the bot can afford to be scared of the V here, because it's probably just not losing here. I mean, 28's a lot to make up on this board. Yeah, there's just no way. Oh, Trey Fott is cool, but yeah, I mean, what the heck am I doing with the VEW? Yeah, I mean, I saw Twires. That just loses. I mean, I'm just down too much. I'm not going out for anything with EV. Yeah, Bevy, I'm not going to bother to put this into Quackle. Like, Bevy has to be my best endgame here. There's just, I mean, look, there's just nothing else. Yeah, no, I think I did about all I could at the end of this one here. Dramon. Does that not do better? Because blocks trues? Oh, maybe is it getting U stuck? Oh, maybe getting U. No, it's got NU and us. Oh, because maybe it doesn't get as much after white then. Maybe it runs into white. That's the problem. Yeah, actually, you know, the bot might be losing to white after this. That's interesting. Yeah, the bot has to be very careful here. Because Dramon 18 plus 22. White is 33. It's down to 11. Yeah, guys, Dramon actually loses. Yeah, so like you have to be really careful here in this kind of position, right? Because you see your opponent's threatening white. My would have won, like we said, because basically just forces me to go out, and I think it wins by 5. And you just got to make sure that if your opponent takes their scoring play, you can go out and beat them, right? Because odd scores more than Dramon. Like, Dramon gets rid of more tiles and blocks my out, so instinctively it looks better. But remember, I have a high-scoring non-out play, so you have to always be mindful of that. Dramon would be a fatal mistake here for the bot. Or, actually, would it? No, it has fun. Maybe it still wins. Okay. So, no, actually, the bot still wins, I think, by, like, 2. But my point stands. You still have to be really careful when you're making these plays. In this case, you're bailed out because you have this fun and up, sneaky outplay if you find that, which I guess I think wins by, like, 2, but it's still better to play odd. Like, you just have to be really, really careful in these positions. You know, just because your opponent has an outplay does not mean you have to block it or you should block it, because sometimes you need to just play something that outruns it, since if you sacrifice too much to block and don't leave yourself with good stuff, they can actually score really well elsewhere on the board. So, like I said, Dramon, I think, still pulls it out, but an instructive position nonetheless and a good lesson. And yeah, here, like I said, white does not win for me because I take the lead, but then the bot just goes out with rums to this S and wins. So, yeah, great game overall, guys. I mean, I think this was really, really well played. Some tough turns. Probably Yo was the turn that I'm the most unsure of, honestly. I felt really good about how I played up until Yo. I don't think Yo was terrible. I mean, Yao I could definitely be convinced is better. I'm not sure. Jin, I think, was right. I mean, I just didn't like any of the plays that emptied the bag. But I don't know. It's a hard, very hard game, this one. Tough, but a lot of tough positions for both of us. As always, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Once again, it might take me a couple days to respond to the comments, as I am currently competing at Nationals as this video is posted, so apologies for the delay, but I do appreciate your patience and understanding. But, you know, that's not to say, please do continue commenting and let me know what you think of this game, because once I am done playing 31 games of Scrabble, I will be more than eager to come back and think about more Scrabble, since that's what I love to do, and get back to all your comments. So, yeah, really cool game here, guys. Unfortunate that I lost, but, you know, great content, really good game. So hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something from it, and look forward to hearing your thoughts as always. Thanks so much for all your support, guys. Really appreciate it, and I'll see you on Wednesday for the next game. Have a good one. Bye-bye.